Hey, we're going to continue the benchmark review. I'm going to go on to NS2. There's about 4 problems. It shouldn't be a super long video. Problem number 3. On her paper route, Carla rides her bicycle 51.8 miles during a 14-day period. She rides the same distance each day. How many miles does she ride each day on her paper route? So, she rides 14 days and she rides 51.8 miles total, and every day is the same. So we're going to do 51.8 divided by the 14 days, and 51.8 divided by 14, that's 3.7 miles per day. If you miss your decimal point, it'll give you 37 miles. So that's why that's on there. Be careful you don't miss a decimal point when you do any of these things. Okay. Number 52. When Ethan woke up, the temperature was 12 5/8 degrees Celsius. Throughout the day, the temperature rose at a rate of 2 3/4 degrees Celsius per hour. What was the temperature after 4.5 hours? So, every hour it goes up by 2 3/4 degrees Celsius. These are fourths and eighths and halves. We can turn them into decimals if it helps. We can also think logically about it for a minute. The temperature rose, that means it gets hotter. That means this number is going to go up. If you notice, 12 5/8 is bigger than both these guys. If my temperature is rising and not falling, decreasing, etc., it can't go down that low. If it's something where I'm taking out something, like there's a problem about scooping out sand. It's scooping out like 7 scoops full of 2.5 pounds. We had that problem on one of our reviews, other reviews for another test. If it's taking out, you're going to subtract, it's going to go lower. It would have been one of these guys. Alright, so if I raise my temperature at least 2 degrees an hour, after 4 hours, that's another 8 plus degrees. 12 plus 8 is already 20. It's not going to be C, it's going to be D. This guy here was just a logic it out kind of problem. But what's the math look like if we're actually going to try this? So we have 12 5/8. I'm going to go ahead and make it decimals so I don't have to worry about changing my fractions like 5 times. 12 5/8. So 5 divided by 8 is 0.625. And I'm going to rise 2 3/4. So 3/4 is 0.75 per hour. And I have 4.5. 4 1/2. 1 divided by 2 is 0.5. So every one of these guys, I go up 2.75 degrees. So let's multiply 4.5 times 2.75. And that'll give us, oops, make sure I typed it in right. I just hit the thing I like to do, which is hit multiply the last number I made by 2.75, and I got 1.375. And logically, 4.5 times 2 point something, that should be more than 8. So I looked at my number and I said, whoops, I did it wrong. And I looked back and I said, oh, this one tells me what I did. I only multiplied the 0.5 part. So I have to go and put 4.5 times 2.75. 12.375. Okay, so 275 times 4.5 equals 12.375. 12.375. See, now I can just hit plus, because that's what I'm looking for. Plus 12.625. Oops. And this one's nice. I can go back and arrow over, but if you have to type it over, it's no big deal. If I add that, I get 25. Yay. I don't even have to change it. If I got like 25 point some decimal, and I had like 25 1/3 or something, and 25 1/2, and I had to figure out which one it was, just go divide 1 divided by 2, see which decimal matches what you got for a decimal. And that's that. $8.56. Allie bought 4 binders for $2.14 each, a pack of pencils for $1.25, and a new coat for $19.95. How much did he spend altogether? Alright, so he has 4 binders for $2.14 apiece. So altogether, he has 4 times $2.14 that he spent on just his binders. That's $8.56. Then you got a pack of pencils for $1.25 and a new coat for $19.95. So $8.56 plus $1.25 plus $19.95. And if I got that all in there, I got $29.76. Hey, that's D. Okay, one more. Last one. Number 69. There it is. Kelly. Where's Kelly? There she is. She paid $3,891.24 for a piano. If she can pay for the piano in 12 equal payments, how much will each payment be? So we're going to be 12 equal payments. Let's divide it by 12. $3,891.24 divided by 12. That's going to be an 02 over here somewhere. Well, plus whatever that is. 3891.24 divided by 12 is $324.27. You could also work backwards on this. You could say, well, if my monthly payment is $317.7, for example, or $31.77, let's do that one because that's at the top. $31.77 times 12 months. I'd only be paying that much money. Man, that's not enough. They'd be mad at me if I only paid that much. That's not much more, so it's not going to get close. So I wouldn't try that one. I would try one of these guys next. I was guessing check. And that's it.